Hello everyone, welcome to Python Challenge for All. Okay, so today I'm going to present you a special topic video series entitled Invitation to Fractal Geometry. I hope you'll enjoy it. So this is one example. This is another interesting example called dragon curve. So think of a paper folding. This is not a very good. So let's think of a paper like this, and we fold it at the center. Of course, we have yama and only one yama. But if you fold it twice or three times, okay, we have all 8 series of yama yama tani yama yama tani tani yama tani. Okay, like this. So this is actually how this dragon curve is constructed. So dragon curve of level 2, level 3 is like this, level 5 is like this, level 7 is like this, level 9 is like this. So now we see this is like a dragon. And it's interestingly, it originates from repeatedly folding a strip of paper in the same direction. And this is, you see, there are many intersections, but actually, no, there is no intersection. A self-avoiding fractal. So these are only getting closer. And there is no actually intersection that only goes like this. And if you increase the degree, it goes to fill the space completely like this. This is, say, level 11 or something, level 10 or something. Yeah. With use of 8 dragon curves, we can completely fill the space. Even though this is just a single line, you can fill the space completely when you have bigger degrees. Interesting. So this is although the line is only single line, the length, the total length goes to infinity when it goes. Although the area is limited, bounded. The area is bounded, but the length goes to infinity when you increase the degree n. And I will talk about dimension later, but this has dimension of 2, which means it fills the space. Okay, let's see another type. This is called Hilbert curve. You know, Hilbert is a famous mathematician. And this is another very interesting continuous space-filling curve that maps 1D distance to 2D space. So you see, this is like a Chinese ramen donburi design. But this is very interesting that when 2 points are near in the 2D, it is also near in the 1D scanning. So preserves locality. Points close in 1D remains close in 2D. Okay. And essential, when this is a good way to scan data along 2D, two-dimensional space. So very good application for image processing or database indexing. But here, if you see my video, you can enjoy how you can change colors using HSV color space. By the way, let me introduce that. HSV color is a variation of a coloring system. Maybe we have Japanese page. So it decomposes all the color space into 3 very different dimensions of hue, saturation, and brightness. Okay, let me go to English page. Okay, so you can use this to change only the colors, maybe. Yeah, this is like the wavelength of lights from red, the longest, to purple, the shortest. Okay, no, I mean this is better. Okay, along the hue space, it goes from 赤と黄緑青蓝紫, right? Rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, light green, dark green, light blue, like Tansei of Todai color, to dark blue and purple. So it's like change, going gradually from the low frequencies color to high frequency color. Okay, so this is one interesting way to use color for these coloring. So here I use red, yellow, and blue. Something like that. Also, if you're interested in music, you can use pyaudio.midi to play with this Hilbert curve in my video. Okay, anyway, so this is more complex space filling curve, which is called Gosper curve. Okay, space filling curve, also known as the flow snake. Yeah, flow snake is a spoonerism. Do you know what spoonerism is? Spoonerism is like changing the first consonant of another word. So here is snowflake. So if you do apply spoonerism to snowflake, what we get is flow snake. Okay? Based on a hexagonal tiling pattern with a substitution of 1 to 7 segments, forms a complex organic-looking boundary called the Gosper Island. So each one forms an island of a hexagonal hexagon, and this beautifully fills the space by single connected line when you have larger degree values. Okay, so I think Gosper is an interesting one to try. So going to other types, which is a two-dimensional type, we can think of Pythagoras tree. Okay, you know what Pythagoras tree? So when you have, of course, a square like this, you can think of a 1 square root 2 triangle here, and then or other regular triangle here. No, regular, not 直角三角形 here. Okay, and then you can think of two squares. So of course, by Pythagoras rule, the sum of these two squares, area of two squares, equals to the area of this base square. And that applies to all these correspondence. So sum of all these 4 squares is the same as the area of these 4 squares are equal as the area of this guy. And that goes recursively to all the points here where you have all the sum of the leaf squares along this line will be this one. Anyway, if you, let me run this Pythagoras tree. So let's see, where is Pythagoras tree? So, for example, when you have what does the number say? 372. 372. Okay, it's like this. Okay, so if you run this, you can have, this is a random version, but let me do 45 version first. So fixed version is something like this. Yeah, okay, it takes time, but yeah, all the 45-degree triangles and doing the same thing in a symmetrical way. But if you introduce a little fluctuation by random, okay, here we use random.roundInt between 35 and 55, meaning, yeah, it randomly choose a single angle between these two. Then we have very different variations of all the Pythagoras trees. So every time you run it, you have different results. Okay, interesting variation. Here I use again different colors depending on the distance from base to the leaves. Okay, so this is one example Pythagoras tree. A little more. So this is a more famous Sierpinski gasket. The construction is very simple, okay? Prepare a triangle like this, get the middle point of all the lines, and connect them, and painting only all these trees. And do the same for these here, recursively. Okay? And getting something like this. This is called Sierpinski's gasket. As I will explain, the Hausdorff dimension of this Sierpinski is about 1.58, lower than 2. Okay, this has many interesting aspects, which I will explain later. Okay, a little different variation from Sierpinski's gasket is Sierpinski carpet, which is, yeah, this is the same construction. Prepare a square, get 1/3 points, 2/3 points, and connect. Yeah, do the same thing. So very simple. Prepare a square and divide it to 9 small squares and paint these. They are leaving this only. And do the same thing for here. Okay, do the same thing for here. And repeating it recursively to small areas. And this can be, yeah, calculated as, or painted like this. As I will explain, this has a little strange dimension of 1.89. Okay. And this is a very interesting fractal figure.